Hey Lucy, I've just arrived at Buxton. We spent a nice evening in the wind and rain on top of a 300-metre hill, and the only people on the campsite, and 4 chickens.
Yes.
Which was
we were surrounded by chickens in the morning.
It was a different experience, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we've arrived here. I will dedicate this video to our friend Geraldine, who watches all our videos. And we had hoped to meet Geraldine last year, but unfortunately we never made it as far as here, and now this time she's in Stockport. So big shout out to Geraldine. Have you been to Buxton before?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay.
No, I've been to Macclesfield, which is just down the road. Went to a wedding there, but I've never been into Buxton. So we're going to buy some Buxton spring water.
That's all Lucy
Not
could
with
talk
Darren.
about. Spring water.
And a cup of tea.
And a cup of tea.
Because it's cold.
We'll make that the priority,
Yeah.
because she hasn't had a tea this morning.
No.
So she's grouchy
I'm
as.
really grumpy.
So Buxton is probably the major town in the Peak Districts. Me and Lucy have just arrived here for something to eat on our way north towards Kinderscount. Buxton is a historic spa town, famous for its mining and quarry, as most old English towns are, particularly in this region. And it used to be a health resort for the Victorians after the Duke of Devonshire piped water into the place. And there are springs everywhere. It's famous for its spring water. But it gets 1 million tourists every year. And you can see why when you look at some of these historic buildings that are everywhere. Very, very Victorian. And when I did a little bit of research, I used AI, I used Grok, and it said this 97.5% white. And actually, me and Lucy have already had a little bit of a look around. There's a lot of Turkish barbers here. And actually, we've seen a lot of foreigners out picnicking and eyeing up sheep on the Peak District on the way here yesterday, which was a bit weird and a bit unnerving to see 2 men with their boot open taking pictures of sheep. Yeah. And fun fact, it used to be called Arne Arnate, but in a Latin type accent after the Romans sort of originally established this place. There's a few little tidbits about Buxton. Me and Lucy are here to have something to eat. We can go and find a greasy spoon somewhere because we're both absolutely Hank Marvin.
This is the Opera House.
Buxton spring water.
A well of living waters, it says. A tribute to the memory of Emily Dorothea Bounds.
Yeah.
Council of this borough. And her husband and daughter.
You can have a taste? Stick your head in.
No. It's too cold.
They're amazing buildings.
I need a cup of tea first.
Yeah, all right.
Is that a market?
Proper cafe that, the Five Ways Cafe. Good greasy spoon, full of Star Wars memorabilia.